All right, today's February 27th, 2024. This is the AI Agents Engineering Sync. Mark, you got the first item.
Yes, thanks. So I got good news to share. The debug chat interface has been merged. So that's great news. And I have a question. Do we want to enable the feature flag for a certain test project on production so we can basically check out whether things work as expected? Because I realized we don't have it enabled anywhere right now. So not even on like non-production environments, like nowhere basically. And I was thinking whether there's a reason for that or we just didn't care until now.
Yeah, we thought we were blocked on the Redis thing, but I've confirmed that we're good on that. And then it looks like you've got a handle on the subscription issue. So that was the only other thing. But I don't think the subscription thing is a problem for like rolling out to
it would
basically our
basically
namespace or something.
be an issue for me when I use the debug chat because it would also pollute the duo chat basically. So I personally don't see any like other implications.
And it's only if both are pulled out simultaneously, right?
To be honest, I really don't know whether this would be an issue. It basically means that you get messages in both chats, and that's it.
Does it have any impact on the message persistence? Like if you go and interact with the agent, and then you go and interact with Duo, and then you come back and interact with the agent again, does the message history get like persisted into both?
Yeah, because we don't have any persistence layer in the debug chat interface right now, so it doesn't matter there. In the Duo chat, if you write a message to the debug chat, it will pop up in the Duo chat, and this is persistent in your like session thing. But once you clear that out, or I think it's the clean command, then you are fine.
Okay. That's the part that would be more annoying, you know?
Yeah. So I would say it's basically just a display issue for the person who uses a project where it's enabled and you use an AI agent.
Okay. That's what I was at. Like if you then refresh Duo Chat, do you just get the messages that you send to Duo Chat directly, or does it?
No. You also get those from the debug chat.
Okay, so then
because it's the same subscription. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think we should like probably fix that before I think we can still enable it on like a private project or like a test project, but we should fix that before we do it on like all of GitLab org or something.
Yeah, sure. So this question was more like, hey, can we enable it, or shall we enable it on like a test project for us, basically?
Yeah, I think we should go ahead and do that.
Okay, great.
I think that is also valuable because we can get a few more people looking at like trying it out and providing.
Yeah, I want Sid to be able to pull it up in the next meeting too.
Yeah, exactly.
Most importantly.
Yeah, like I think we can say like, look, there's a known issue here that is, you know, when someone runs into that bug, if they do. I think just having it on at least one test project.
So for this issue, maybe I'll just talk about it now. I think I found a solution for it, and it's really like we only need to add the argument agent version ID to the subscription. I got it running locally, so it works. Whatever I write into Duo Chat just stays in Duo Chat and never pops up in the debug chat, and the other way around. So it looks like it's works consistently. So this will then only be like a temporary issue if we merge that. I didn't add like tests to it. It's basically today a draft merge request. But it looks like it solves the issue.
Yeah, this looks good. I already looked at VMware.
So should I basically create a project and enable the feature flag for it?
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Thanks for getting
Okay,
that
great.
out, Mark. That's
Sure.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's it from me. I think Davi, you are up next.
Yeah. So I linked to a couple MRs that merged in the last week. The one is the agent details GraphQL query, and then the other one is the shared form component. So those two set us up for the edit agent screen, which is the last MR that I linked there. That's in progress. So I'm hoping to get that into review today, and then hopefully merged in a couple days. But that'll be using the shared form component to do the edit for the agent. So pretty straightforward. And then just to confirm, the way that the edit is going to work is it's just going to update the latest version. So we've got the one-to-many relationship on agents and versions, but we're not really doing anything with that right now. So everything just applies to the latest version. So it's basically one-to-one at this point, and then we'll build in more versioning capabilities later. So yeah, that's all I got. Marshall.
Yeah, so like I said already, confirmed we're unblocked on the Redis usage thing and that issue. I wasn't sure if we should close it out because like it could come up again, but I don't really see it. I was just gonna wait till we like roll out the feature flag in production just to confirm. Because like they do have less memory on those instances than I assumed in my calculations, so it would be possible for them to get up to like 60, 75% memory usage, depending on the number of agents that people start using. So still something to keep an eye on, but we're good for the feature flag at least. And then I've been having a ton of discussions with like the global search team and AI framework on the back end. And I think I finally convinced global search to use Elasticsearch for the RAG implementation. So Maddie has a POC MR up here, which is nice and simple. This is for the documentation search that she's got so far. And then I'm going to be trying to build on top of this this week to support document uploads in the AI agents. I'm still not exactly sure, like my thought is that I think like the upload functionality and issues and stuff like that is pretty like open-ended, right? Like I think it's all just like everything gets uploaded to like /uploads under the project or something like that. And so I think that we can just reuse that general purpose document upload in this context is what I'm hoping. But then like we need to get them indexed into Elasticsearch as well. And I think as a first pass, I'm just going to like shove it into Elasticsearch and see what happens. But we may need to like chunk up the documents in a subsequent iteration to improve the results. But I'm going to start experimenting with that locally and see what it looks like. Hopefully have something that I can demo on Thursday.
Nice.
I think that'll be a cool one to be able to show if we can get it in, even in some minimal state for this week. Did Taylor ever get back to you, Mark, on the screen recording? Was that all squared away?
No, not on the new one. Maybe it works for him. I don't know. So I interpreted no answer as a yes, it works for me. So yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Anyone have anything else?
The only other thing. Sorry, go ahead.
So I will make it to the AI Impact AI Agents discussion on Thursday. Although it's quite nice that it's more like in the afternoon, but this is like go to bedtime for Maya, so no chance for me. But I also don't think you really need me, right? If you do need something, I can pre-record something.
Okay, I think we should be good, especially if the feature flag gets enabled. I think we'll be able to just demo it from production, so that'll be nice.
Okay, great.
And then I was also going to mention I've still been in touch with folks on Verify, particularly Joe. I think his last name is Burnett. But progress has been kind of slow on the step runner stuff lately. I had a very small MR to just make some protobuf changes that still hasn't even been reviewed yet. But that's mostly because like I think Camille is sort of like the pseudo PM on this right now, but he's busy on cells, and then Joe is busy on this thing called Grit for like GitLab runner infrastructure or something. So nobody's really working on this step runner full time at the moment, but I'm told that they're going to be stepping back into that starting this week. So hopefully we'll see more progress on it soon.
Nice. Cool. All right. Well, things are good. We're making progress. I think
Yes.
I think the document stuff is going to be really interesting because I think there's a lot, without the tooling side of it, we can still do a lot with document uploads.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I was actually talking to Global Search about like potentially just storing like all message history in Elasticsearch as well. Because like once you exceed like the 30 message context window, or like when you're talking about like the number of tokens that the LLM can support, once you get past that, you need to perform the same sort of like semantic search against the chat history itself to find like the most relevant portions of the chat history to keep hitting the backend with, right?
Yeah.
So that seems like a logical way to do it, especially since it doesn't seem like we have a strong story around ever having good message persistence with Redis at the moment. So I'm going to explore that as soon as we get an MVC out the door for the document uploads too. Plus, I think like the other thing is like with like things like ChatGPT, you can upload images and documents at any point in like the chat, right? Any point in the conversation. And so like I'm wondering if like the same sort of basically we can do like that document upload for like the system prompt can kind of be managed like the same way as like uploading a document at any time during the chat, right? Like
Yeah.
we don't have to do things differently. We can maybe make that the same.
Yeah, I think that logically makes sense. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. All right.
Have a great week, everyone.
All right. Thanks.
Oh,
Bye.
is my audio any better, by the way?
It is. You're
Okay,
louder, a lot louder.
great. I'm just using the shitty webcam mic instead of the $500 Shure one. So,
Go figure.
yep. Have a good
All
week.
right.
Yeah,
See
you
you.
too. Bye.